This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Friday, April 24th. A mix of sun and clouds today with a chance for an afternoon thunderstorm. The high will edge near the daily record of 91, set back in 2020. The clouds will clear out this evening with a low of 70. The weekend is shaping up to be very warm and stormy. Saturday will feature a morning thunderstorm and then heat building throughout. The high will be 91. Sunday will be another stormy one with severe weather possible. The high will be 88. Overnight lows will be in the lower 70s. Here are today's headlines. Dallas police revised the department's immigration enforcement rules after Governor Greg Abbott threatened to withhold $32 million in public safety funding. The updated rules allow, but do not require, officers to ask people who are lawfully detained or arrested about their immigration status, work with federal immigration authorities, and share immigration status information with them. The change also removes a ban on officers prolonging detention to further investigate someone's immigration status or to hold them for federal authorities. The revisions come after Abbott said last week that Dallas police had adopted rules allowing officers to refuse to cooperate with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, violating agreements tied to the state funding. In a letter to Abbott's office, City Manager Kimberly Beiser Tolbert said the governor's warning did not specify which parts of the policy his office considered non-compliant. She said the department reviewed the rules and revised some provisions to further clarify its compliance with state law. The revised rules, Tolbert wrote, make clear officers are not barred from asking about the immigration status of someone who has been lawfully detained or arrested. She also clarified that officers may cooperate with or assist federal immigration officers when reasonable or necessary. In other news, Dallas Area Rapid Transit Board Chair Randall Bryant touted the importance of DART to the growing region's current and future transportation needs in a speech to regional planners and business people Thursday. The remarks came as voting is underway in 3 cities to cut ties with the transit agency. Speaking at the Park City Hub just blocks from University Park, where polls are open for voters to consider opting out of the DART system, Bryant addressed dozens of transit-invested firm representatives and leaders at a discussion hosted by the Greater Dallas Planning Council. In his remarks, Bryant asked for support to lobby for more funding and investment in DART, citing the state transportation department's findings that Texas will need more public transportation to accommodate population growth. Dallas-Fort Worth's population is expected to grow from 8 million to 12 million by 2050. Next up, Texas Education Agency officials announced a new state-appointed board and superintendent for Lake Worth ISD on Thursday. Lake Worth ISD is the second Tarrant County School District to be placed under the control of an appointed board of managers in recent months. TEA announced a state takeover board and superintendent for Fort Worth ISD in March. The district's new superintendent is Ina Myers, who comes to Lake Worth ISD from Houston ISD, another district under state takeover. Myers has served as Houston ISD's Deputy Chief of Strategic Initiatives since 2023. She previously served as an administrator in Dallas and Arlington ISDs and as a principal with Third Future Schools, a Colorado-based charter school network founded by Houston ISD Superintendent Mike Miles. Just days after Oncor was approved to hike its electricity rates, the company filed a separate request that may increase residents' bills even more. The Dallas-headquartered company on Wednesday filed its first request under the Unified Tracker Mechanism, which is a new regulatory process that allows certain transmission and distribution investment previously filed separately to be reviewed together in a single annual proceeding. In a statement on Thursday, officials said its request under the process reflects investments in infrastructure placed in service last year. Those costs are associated with new and upgraded transmission facilities, system interconnections, and distribution assets such as poles, wires, and substations, as well as equipment needed to support customer growth and maintain reliable service. Established through legislation last summer, it is intended to streamline how certain utilities recover costs associated with infrastructure that supports reliability, resiliency, and continued statewide growth. And on a night filled with mystery, the Cowboys entered as perhaps the most mysterious. By the time the first round of the NFL draft rolled around on Thursday, it was clear that the Cowboys could take multiple paths. They were looked at as a team that could trade up from pick number 12, or possibly trade back, or even stay put, which might have been the riskiest scenario of all. As a wild card, they held their cards close to the vest until it was time to finally reveal their chosen path. The Cowboys let the board fall for 10 picks and could not wait any longer to secure one of the best players in the draft. They traded 2 fifth-round picks to move up one spot to select Ohio State safety Caleb Downs. Downs was a 3-time All-American in 3 years at Alabama and Ohio State. Before the draft began, former Alabama coach Nick Saban called Downs one of the best players he's ever coached. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back on Monday with more from the Dallas Morning News.